This is my video script. The future influences the present just as much as the past, from Friedrich Nietzsche. My outlook on life has clearly been influenced by recent events, historical events, and events specific to my extended family. Since many of these events have been either sad or traumatic, I might logically have a negative outlook on life. Events such as the Newtown school shooting, racist comments in my own environment, and the death of my grandfather are a few examples. But as Nietzsche points out, I allow the promises of the future to balance out the negativity of the past. I've had plenty of happy occasions in my life, and I am lucky to have the benefit of education and a supportive family, so I'm equally positive in my outlook on life. The Newtown school shooting influenced not only my life, but the lives of many others around me. We often feel like we will live forever. The young students and teachers who died reminded me that we never know how long we will live. This event hit particularly close to home for me for two reasons. One is that my mother is a teacher. The other is that I have a mentor who used to work at Newtown High School. I understand how painful it must have been for my mentor to know that people she loves had children who attended Newtown and died because of the school shooting. This event showed me that life can be short for some people, and as a human, you have to make the best out of every day. Since I was born, technology, social media, and sexual preference are concepts debated in the news on a daily basis. Technologies such as iPhones, computers, televisions, and video games have become a part of everyone's lifestyle. These have influenced who I am today because, like many in my generation, I sometimes feel I cannot survive a day without technology. I cannot remember the last time that I was not carrying a phone in my pocket. Even though technology can make our brains lazy, it has also helped humans invent new and easier ways of living their lives. Technology has shaped me into who I am today because it gives me new ways of learning and makes learning new content easier for me. Social media has had a positive and negative influence on people. Social media sites such as Facebook and Twitter have made it easier for people to get in contact with friends from their past. The major negative effect of social media is that it's a place where many people are starting to get cyberbullied. Cyberbullying has shaped many people by leading to depression. Social media has shaped who I am in a positive way because it has linked me with my family that I haven't talked to in years. Sexual preference has influenced my outlook on life today. Sexual preference used to be a problem back in the 80s. When kids and adults would come out, they would be bullied by others. At one point in time, humans actually believed that the gays were the ones who started AIDS. People are now starting to accept gays and lesbians for who they are. Sexual preference has shaped my outlook on life because it has shown me that all men and women are created equal, and that humans should see that gays are no different than anyone else. As a young teen, I had a friend in another country who became gay. It was very hard for him to fit in, but I realized that as a gay guy, he was no different than anyone else. My family has influenced my outlook on life in many ways. From a career standpoint, my father loves his job as a financial advisor. I've been interested in becoming a financial advisor just like my father. Since I was a kid, I would go to my father's office and do little jobs for him. Each time I went, he would teach me interesting new facts about his job. After gathering a lot of new interesting information, I came to my senses and decided that I would follow my father's interest and pursue a job as a financial advisor. From a leisure standpoint, my mother and my aunt have a huge love for soccer. Wherever we would go, they always found a way to bring up soccer in our conversation. After hearing about it for years, I finally came to my senses and started watching soccer. I instantly fell in love with the sport, just like my mom and my aunt did. Since I was a kid, I played on multiple soccer teams. When I was in the first grade, I played on a soccer team called the Cowboys. We had a tough season, but when I scored the goal for our last game, I knew that it was meant to be a striker. Even though we did not win that game, it was probably the best game we played as a team. Religion plays a big role in our family. Since I was a kid, I always went to church. I may have not been crazy about going, but I still went because I was told to go. I may have not known this for a while, but the church influenced my life in many ways. Every day that I went to church, the priest would come up to me and ask me to help him with the service. I helped him, and he taught me new ways to become a good person. Going to church has taught me to become the polite, caring person I am today. Lastly, losing my grandfather was a traumatic event for my family. Even though he is still not around with us, I learned a lesson from him. When he married my grandmother, they did not have as much money and a very small farm. They worked day and night and never gave up. I learned to be a better person and to never give up from them. Some events in my life have traumatized me and my family. Even though these rough times have made it hard for me and my family, we have learned to fight through. I have learned many lessons even from the traumatic events which have made me the person who I am today. I am happy to be who I am today, so these events have brought out the positiveness in me.
Thank you for listening.